American.
America.
We're on live.
America.
We're live.
Like, what is that even?
I don't know what he's trying to say,
I don't
bro.
know, something.
Oh.
I never know.
Classic. I hate that guy so much.
I think we're live. Think we're live. Yes, we are.
Hello, everyone! It's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up. This is episode 87, Romin's Swan Song, the podcast, the only podcast, at least to my knowledge, in the world, where a bunch of dudes go very deep into deciphering the meaning of every Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's episode. And in today's episode, we are going to be going over all the fallout from the Romin versus Princess G duel and everything to come. Seems like Luke is getting 2 more focused episodes. I'm sure Pete is not surprised at all after he basically unequivocally announced last week that Luke has been the protagonist of the show. So we're going to talk, of course, more about that.
I actually wrote the second season.
Yeah, so he knew. That's how he knew. That's how he knew.
Makes a lot more sense.
That guy knew.
But
I am joined by 3 amazing friends and people on this channel. Dredger, Nick T, Pete. How you guys doing today?
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
having
having us.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it, man.
You are absolutely welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm very excited to talk about Romin versus Princess G. All the fallout from the episode, whether you thought it was good, whether you liked, everything that happened in it. We got a lot about the book. And 88 seems like it's going to be a big plot episode, so we definitely have a lot to cover. The 89 summary just dropped as well, so we got to go over that summary. Of course, we're going to do that way down the road. I do want to thank everyone who donated or super chatted in last week's episode 86. Huge thank you to Blake Engelbrecht, Jack Knight, Nicholas Horton, Philip Rosewood, Syn Cloud, Ryu Rex, Electric Kevin, X-Slayer, Dark Emperor J, Solid Snack, Limestone, and Pink Penguin. And a special thank you to Maddie, a.k.a. Adola Burst, a.k.a. Kaiju Habinu, a.k.a. Liability Maddie, who donated $100 in last week's episode. Woo! Thank you so much, my friend, and to everyone who donated, thank you. There are 2 ways to donate, the link in the description or the YouTube Super Chat feature. I get a little bit of a larger cut from the link in the description, but if you choose to support my channel in that way, any method that you feel comfortable with is totally fine. Just know how much I appreciate it and how much it helps me and the channel out. We are kind of transitioning not only from talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up into talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Crazy 8s, which is, of course, we have some things that we have to announce on our end in regards to that podcast start time. It's most likely not going to be on Wednesday nights anymore. So, of course, we have to.
I didn't know that.
We have to wait to see. We have to wait to see when the show airs in Japan. If it airs in the same time slot as 7's, we might be able to keep the Wednesday night, but we'll see. So we have a lot of stuff we have to air on there, and of course, the format is going to change. We're all going to have individual microphones instead of using one microphone like we've been doing. We're all going to have headsets. We're going to have the stream deck, so that should make it a more interactive experience, and we're definitely going to be a lot more open to different games like buy, sell, hold. I think we've only played like 4 or 5 times, but it'll be a lot more fluid and easier to play those types of games with the stream deck. And all of that is made possible because of your wonderful generosity. So once again, thank you so much. We have a lot to get to in this episode. Romin versus the G versus Princess G. Pete, do you want to start us off?
Why don't you start us off?
So I've already given my thoughts in a review on this episode, which I'm sure if you're here, you're probably crazy for 7's or at least somewhat interested in the series. So you've probably already seen my review, which was posted yesterday afternoon. So I'm not going to really summarize what I said in that review, but I will kind of just give a more general summary of where the show is headed. We have 5 episodes left. Now we know what 2 of the episodes are going to be about, 88 and 89, which of course we're going to get to a little later on in this podcast. So we only have 3 unknowns left. That's it, which is crazy, assuming this is a 92 episode show. However, what this episode did and what the summaries and previews have done, I feel the most confident now than I ever have in this final arc saying this show is going to stick the landing. I think that what this episode and 85 I thought were such great finishing episodes for the Kirishima cousins. I thought the Roa Yuga finale was great. I thought the Roman Princess G finale was great. So you're getting those really good individual character moments, and we've had that in 2 of the last 3 episodes. I have no reason to believe that that's not going to happen for Luke and Yuga. I think they missed the mark a little bit with Nail and Asana, but it is what it is. And even with Gakuto a little bit. I don't think it was at the level of Roman and Roa, but I think Yuga and Luke are also going to have really good finishing duels. Sevens now has a little bit of a track record in proving that they can do the finale duels really well, and they can do their characters justice in those duels, at least in the case of Roa, and now in this episode, Roman. But what I liked more about this episode is we can go into these final 5 episodes with a full head of steam. There's not a situation where all these characters still don't have their memories. That's pretty much been solved. Every character, including Yuo at the end, it seems, has their memories back, which is wonderful. We get the stuff on the book. That's going to be revealed in 88. In 88, we're going to get Luke's family backstory and maybe a little explanation on the devil power. Seems the co-alien girls, they might be returning in 88 as well. So it seems like everything that I wanted them to touch on, they're going to be getting to, which I'm very happy about. And I think that they're going to stick the landing. Yeah.
And so what about the girl on the phone?
Yeah.
Girl on the phone, I took my L months ago for that, unfortunately. I think that might be explored in Go Rush, but it's not going to be explored in this show.
That's true. You knew that.
I kind of hope the first scene's that girl on the phone again. That would be pretty fun.
That would be insane.
Or it's Yumu. So that being said, I feel pretty good all of a sudden about where the show is headed. I think it's going to end probably pretty okay-ish at worst. I don't think they're going to butcher this ending at all. Like I had a little bit of fears, 3 or 4 weeks ago. I don't know if my friends here feel the same way. I don't know if you guys in the chat feel the same way, a little more confident in the show and in the writer's ability to kind of close things out here. But we're going to, of course, get into that. Generally speaking, Dredger, I'll start with you. You're the closest to me. What did you think about this episode? I know 86. Pete was very high on. We were kind of in mid-range on. What did you think about 87?
I actually really liked 87. I like kind of the Swan song send-off for our girl Roman. Most winning female duelist in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Most winning girl in Yu-Gi-Oh! History, yep.
I think they did it really well. It was a good duel. It was interesting. I like how they kind of had the same kind of character, but it was a princess for Roman. I thought that was pretty cool. I love the Omega psychic type. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
The card visual looked great. The imagery was good. Intrigued about that book. I'm glad they brought it up. Seeing Tuna at the beginning.
Yeah,
with,
your boy.
He's doing
Freaky Fish
He's
guy.
doing
Freaky
something
Fish guy.
important. Yeah, he's getting. So they got all the copies.
No, but it was nice to see him.
What do you mean?
We also saw Yuo in this episode, right? Yuo kind of.
We did. It seemed like Yuo got his memories back.
Yeah,
that's what I got from
I
it.
don't. He looked like he was friends with Gohai Yuga a little bit.
I mean, it makes sense that the two of them were the closest.
Yeah. So I wonder how they're gonna.
There's just no time for that, though, right? There's no time for a Yuo twist here at the
There's
end.
no time.
We know that's not happening in 88 or 89, so it's going to happen in the last 3 episodes.
They can do a little
Maybe.
excerpt on it,
Maybe. But generally
Gohai
speaking...
Yuga looks like he's a little lost.
Gohai Yuga looks...
He
gone.
looks
like
he looks lost. He's lost.
He's falling to his death.
He's lost. So he needs a pick-me-up from his good old pal Yuo.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because Swirly seemed to be coming out
Oh,
of Gohai
that's
Yuga
another thing,
as
Swirly.
well.
So maybe
that was
plot twist.
fascinating.
That's my bold prediction, actually. Is that actually the villain becomes Yuo and Swirly comes back? That's my huge.
Okay.
It would be terrible, but
Well, you never know what'll happen.
But overall, yes, I liked the episode. Thought it was good. A lot of things to cover, and I wouldn't say I'm as high as you on the show being able to stick the landing a perfect 10, but I'm definitely more confident than I was last week.
Yeah.
I'm more of like an 8.2 looking at,
That's fair.
Yeah,
I'm probably in that same range.
Okay, fair.
Nick T, what do you think about the episode?
I liked it a lot. I thought the duel was really entertaining. I thought we had some pretty touching moments. And that was all great. I think I'm not as confident in you that they're going to stick the landing, but I am more so than I was, especially with like a lot of the extraneous stuff that we got in this episode. Not necessarily relating to the Roman thing, even though that was a great end for her. Like that was perfect.
Yeah.
Tidy and done. The Yuo's behavior was the most intriguing to me, and I think that's giving me more interest in how this show will end. And it's sort of maybe unfolding a little bit for me. But maybe in a slightly different perspective. I think Yuo's memories of Gohai Yuga are what's driving him to try to like do his best to save him.
Yeah,
That's fair.
So
That's actually makes a
I'm
lot of
predicting
sense.
now, like, if they're gonna tie it up with a nice bow, we get the old, like, especially as the repressed swirlies coming out. Maybe that'll all tie up nicely. We got a good Gohai Yuga and him and Yuo.
Wow.
You know, rekindle those bones.
I'm
Yeah.
actually kind of
So I'm really appreciating. I'm really digging and appreciating what the direction they're going in with that.
Yeah.
So maybe they will stick the landing. I'm feeling more confident than I was. Maybe not.
Yeah,
Vince,
I think
but
me and Nick here kind of like
we're getting there.
confident,
We're
but
definitely getting there.
It's been fascinating because the Gohai siblings, Yuo and Gohai Yuga, are, and I hate to say it, but really the only well-treated siblings that we've
Absolutely.
gotten. And so I don't think it's a coincidence that those are the two that are getting the focus,
Right.
where the other four, once again, are just kind of bunched into one group.
Right,
Also,
with that being
also
said-
they're the two antagonists.
They're the two
Exactly.
antagonists
Yeah.
as well.
I was like, oh, maybe they're trying to give the others little tasks. You know, giving
Eugene,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
He
good-
didn't even find the book. It was
didn't- it was-
Meguro.
yeah,
found
but
it.
Come on,
he
okay,
had
come on.
connections
Yeah.
with the sea.
because they're like
Yeah.
brothers. Yeah.
Yeah.
brothers.
Anything
from
from my fellow was it lover of the sea? He said.
Yeah, that was a fun
It was a
moment.
fun, and him singing the song. I did actually really like him singing the
Yeah,
song in the beginning.
yeah. That was a fun moment.
I didn't particularly love the way they just like rushed them finding the book.
We're going to get into the book. That is a
Okay,
topic
yeah.
we're going to
So,
get
but
into.
Otherwise, generally like the episode.
Right. What did you think? I know you loved 86.
Yeah, like the episode. I thought there was some great emotional moments. Really, it puts a bow, kind of as the episode title of this podcast goes, on Roman. Because it's just crazy to think about. We have, what, 4 or 5 episodes to go?
5, yep.
That's it?
Yeah.
And so I think it kind of puts it puts a bow on her as a character. And even though she's going to be in the background and, you know, she'll be cheering on, this was her pivotal episode. I thought she was actually done the most, like, I guess not fan service, but like she was done correctly. I do think that the Gakuto and Asana and Nail to a degree were a little bit rushed. They kind of all were jumbled together.
Yeah, of course.
And this was more, especially for Gakuto. I mean, he's one of the main 4,
Yeah.
and he was one of only 2 of the main 4 that lost his memories. I thought there could have been a little bit more there with him as a character. But to have her get this treatment, to get the Princess G duel that we've been waiting for the
Yeah.
entire time, I'm still a little confused of how you can summon a different monster with the same material.
The first time we've seen it. Yeah, that was...
Not sure how
Yeah,
that works.
right, that was
but
cool.
that
That's
was
what I meant.
that was
Yeah.
really
That was really cool.
I don't know the TCG Rush Duel kind
No,
of
that- I
variation
don't
of
think
how
that really
that works. I
exists,
don't think
yeah.
it does. I think
No.
it's an anime thing.
Yeah.
I'm here for it,
But
though.
I still really liked it. It was effective for the episode. As for the Yuo stuff, I mean, I've said, I mean, he's my favorite character on the show.
Yeah.
I like that he's kind of coming back to it. In terms of how I think the show is going to stick the landing, I'm not as confident as you. That being said, stick the landing per se of what I view it as what would be a good ending. I think this show, for the tone they are going for, probably going to do it pretty well, and it's going to be a very tone of kumbaya, we're all friends, you know, Gohai Yuga and Yuo, you're purposely showing that connection to show that these both weren't, you know, bad people at one point. Like,
Right.
they went off on different paths. Even that flashback that they purposely show where Gohai Yuga's going between him and Swirly, of him showing kind of the duel scene that he was around where he learned all this bad behavior. That's just to show that, hey, he was a kid that was easily influenced and impressionable.
Yeah.
He wasn't really that bad. Look at all these great memories he had with his siblings, particularly Yuo. They both went down a wrong path. You know, we're okay. We're all friends. I don't personally love that. It's not my kind of story, especially when we've spent most of this last 10 episodes where Gohai Yuga was a little bit of a threat. He loses to Luke, and then he's just been non-existent. He's just floating around losing his memories, but like, we've just been spending all this time getting everyone's memories back, and then we're going to have this kind of like, presumably 2-episode duel at the end where you know he's going to get smacked. And we're all going to be friends. Like, that is where I'm not as confident, for me personally, where I'm not going to love that as much.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's
hey,
fair.
but that is the tone that they are going for, so I guess I can't hate that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. We're gonna pivot over to Roman's character. I went on Twitter, and you know, people on Twitter like to argue facts. You could say 2 + 2 = 4. You'll get a whole bunch of people that disagree with
2
you.
+ 2 actually is fish.
Yeah, exactly.
1 + 1 = is window as well.
Is that Fairly Odd Parents?
Maybe.
It
I thought
might
it was
be.
Key and Peele. Maybe it was.
Yeah, it might be Key and Peele.
So, I tweeted after this duel that Roman is unequivocally the best girl duelist that we've ever seen.
Female duel. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've only watched 3, and that seems like...
Now, that's not me saying she's the best girl character in Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, and I feel like I've been seeing that get misconstrued.
I think that's the misconception.
And there were a lot of people that just, acted as if that was a statement that of war.
Well, again, character, different studio. People a lot of people still out there that do not like this whole Studio Bridge, Rush, all that. It's fake. I don't count this as part of the canon.
It's not canon.
And stuff like that.
Well, no, it's not a really huge
It's not, well, right, that's the thing.
And so, of course, you're always going to get that. But I think the record is kind of undeniable.
7 wins.
It's undeniable.
And even in her losses, she looked good.
Exactly.
Like, she didn't have many doors. She just looked terrible. Maybe
But she was never a damsel. This was the first girl in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, main girl that was never brainwashed, that was never a damsel in distress. And that's, I think, one of the things that I loved about her the most. And so to me, I think she's probably the best girl character we've ever seen in Yu-Gi-Oh! She wasn't by normal standards, I didn't think she was a great character.
No.
I thought she was an okay character by normal standards.
Prowess.
But from Yu-Gi-Oh! Girl standards, I thought she was fantastic. So, how do you guys view Romin? Do you think she's a top 5 character in the entire show? I know you guys have not seen as much Yu-Gi-Oh! As me. You've seen the second most. But just to put it in perspective, the last 3 girl leads were Kotidi and Zexal, more of a supporting character, but she was a girl lead. Yuzu in Arc 5, and Aoi in Vrains. Yeah. The three of them had a combined 6 wins. 1v1 combined. Romin had 7. Arc 5 went 150 episodes about. Zexal went 150. Vrains went 120. This show, she did that in 88 episodes. You can't argue that from a duel writing perspective, she's the strongest girl duelist we've ever seen.
Yeah. How many wins does Maye have?
Maye, I think, had maybe 2.
Really?
Maybe.
Man, she gets killed a lot.
Taya, I think, had more.
Is that true?
It might be.
Actually,
might be Jean-Claude Magnum.
Oh, Jean-Claude Magnum.
Yeah, you remember him. A one-off character. And that might have been her only on-screen win. I can't even think of her winning.
Oh, my God.
Oh, okay, in Doma, in the filler arc, she won a couple
I think, you're right.
Yeah, she won a couple of duels. But anyway.
You made me good, though.
How do you guys view Romin? This is probably the last big thing we're going to get with her, I would imagine. I like to imagine that this is setting a new standard for girl characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think Asana was great as well. I think the show in general was really good. We have Yuumu, who might be viewed as our first girl protagonist in Go Rush coming up as one of the 3. But how did you guys feel about Romin's arc in this show overall?
I liked Romin a lot. I think in the beginning I was a little suspect, but as the show went on, she got better and better. I was really happy to see her get that win. I have to say there was a shadow of doubt that she was going to lose. But as I started watching the duel, I was very confident, and just the way she duels. I feel like even in what was her final record was 7-4,
7-3,
7-3. Even in those 3 losses, I think they were who were they against? If we can remember,
she lost to Yuga, she lost to Tsuchiko, and she lost to Yuka.
So the only duel you really can say is really Sushi. Yeah, we wanted to legitimize our enemy with the baseball duel. So the only duel is maybe the Tsuchiko one. We could say,
which was over a TV.
Yeah,
show,
so whatever.
Right?
But
it was nothing.
Her 3 toughest opponents were Yuga, Roa, and Gakuto.
She beat Roa and Gakuto.
She beat all of them.
And you almost I'm really happy they did this for a female character. It's exciting to see. I'm looking forward to the female protagonist in Go Rush. So I'd say Romin's well done. Romin is probably out of female characters top 2 probably. Yeah, it's top only because again I'm a very.
It's not a lot of high.
That's very true. For me, I think it was I'm a big original guy, so having dual monsters.
I would always pick Aki.
Yeah, Aki's a great one too. Aki would be 3. But yeah, I liked Maye. I liked what Maye did, even though she was not a great duelist by any means. I liked her character though. She wasn't a good duelist, but overall, I would say Romin is number 2. Yep.
Nick T, what do you think, bro? Is she the GOAT?
She is the GOAT.
So I want to start by saying, do I think Romin was the best written female character in Yu-Gi-Oh? Probably not.
Yeah.
Do I think she has the best record? That's a literal fact.
Yeah, you can't argue that.
And do I think she's the best treated? Absolutely. The treatment of female characters is now
is
now the ground floor.
Yep.
That's the standard. That's how we finally reached a point where this is an acceptable way to treat a female character.
Yeah.
Do you think
especially
maybe now we can improve?
Especially your lead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we can now improve on the female character writing, sure, but this is the baseline for how a female character should be treated.
Yeah.
So I think that's a win.
Yeah.
That's a win for me.
I mean, it's a win, and it's a miracle that she went through an entire series without getting kidnapped, without getting brainwashed, without
face planting,
without
hitting
the concrete.
Yeah,
face planting.
as our doctor on the podcast. That's just.
We've got to do a medical analysis.
Yeah, the way
of
that
Blue
spine.
Angel.
Yeah.
Oh my! I wouldn't want to talk. I watched that and I was concerned for her well-being.
So for me,
there was no sexual innuendos. There was
it was
nothing.
pretty good.
Like it was just she was just a person.
Yeah.
Like it was nice.
How did you feel about Romin?
I liked Romin.
Yeah.
I was very critical on Romin early on, and I thought rightfully so. And I think the thing that Studio Bridge, their writers, should be owed, and the character of Romin should be owed, is she evolved. It's exactly what you want to see from a character that learns from mistakes, that progresses, that goes to kind of an upper echelon of what they can be in terms of their potential. Yeah. And I thought she did that arguably the best out of everyone, right? I mean, Gakuto's pretty much the same, right? He became a little bit less rigid, right? That was his big deal. Right. But Yuga is still Yuga. He's arguably, in terms of at least dueling prowess, has gotten worse as the show has gone on. Actually, Rook or Luke, or however you want to say it, has always been amazing. Yeah. So, nothing has changed there. She's the one that has progressed the most, that has learned more about herself as a duelist and as a person. Yeah. And I thought this was just the perfect kind of bow for this character. Now, yes, were there moments early on and even in the middle of the show that I would have liked a little more attention, a little more progression in her development outside of dueling?
Yeah.
100%.
The whole chef thing,
there's some weird things that we'll talk about at the end of Sevens of when we have our list of things you wish you saw and all that stuff. But overall, I think she's a really good character. She's definitely, easily for me, a top 3 female character in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
And while she's not my favorite of all time, she's still up there. She's still the best duelist, and I think she went against the top tier people, and she beat all of them. The only duel we didn't get to see was her and Rook, who no one has beaten.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, because I look back on the last show in Vrains, and there were a lot of elements about Aoi that I really liked. I thought the whole I don't know if dichotomy is the right word, between her social media presence and her real life presence being so opposite, that they just didn't explore that.
It would have been great.
And her 3 dueling wins: Prototype B, 1-off; Haru, 1-off; and I can't even remember her third one, but I know it was another. Oh, Vyra, who was a 1-off.
Yeah.
So
I would argue they explored a little bit,
a little early on,
and it was that was great. That was a really well-written, complex thing they did.
Yeah, early on, that was probably
after season 1. They didn't really do anything with Aoi.
No,
I mean, she just dropped
very
off the face of the
secondary and tertiary.
And even though I think she has 2 of her 3 wins in the second season, it was
nothing. Yeah,
there was nothing that was going
actually
on.
no. Probably my favorite Aoi fact is she has 1 win in the last 95 episodes of the show.
What?
Against Haru. Prototype B was episode 17, and Vyra, I think,
you
was
could
23.
argue that her best duel in terms of skill was against Bowman, and she lost.
Well, that's the thing. I think that's just the point that I'm making when I talk about Romin being such a well-treated girl character, because you rank Aoi's opponents, her 3 weakest opponents, those are the ones she beat. You rank Roman's opponents, the 3 toughest opponents, Gakuto, Yuga, and Roa, she beat all of them. I would argue the weakest opponents she versed, well, probably Mimi, but then you probably go Sushiko and then Yuka and Princess G.
You have to remember Sushiko also was a mirror deck, right? I mean, for the most part, it was basically a deck designed to beat her deck. Yeah. And so
as far as we know, Sushiko's 1-0. I mean, she never lost.
Yeah.
So she might be a very good.
We know she probably.
Luke
we obviously lost to Luke.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Technically, Swirly never lost, but Gohai Yuga lost.
Yeah, Swirly never lost. That's true.
You know what's crazy? I have to say that whole time
he went against that.
Right.
Yeah, true. The whole thing is Swirly. I can't believe that he's actually a character in this. He made. How shocking is that?
I said that last week. I still don't know what.
Yeah,
what's
man.
going
I don't know.
on there. Of what is it, multi-personality?
Let's talk about that, because I want to talk about the book, and then of course we'll get to any super chats if we have any.
We have plenty.
Okay, thank you guys. But I do want to talk about Gohai Yuga a little bit here. While I was doing the watch along and I saw that Swirly was starting to come out of Gohai Yuga, I actually said to anyone that was watching, you might remember it on Saturday night, I said, I don't even know if Gohai Yuga gets a duel in this show. I wonder if that's going to just be solved without a duel. That Swirly just kind of comes out with him.
That'd be crazy.
That's
dude.
it. I mean,
So then who would you... Yuo?
I
You can't
don't
wrap
know.
up the show without an antagonist. You can't.
Well, we know after Luke
think
versus
it's making more and
Tiger,
more sense.
spoiler, but
Okay.
that's coming. We have 3 episodes left.
yeah.
You figure one of them is a 2-parter, probably maybe Yuga versus Luke round 4, a ceremonial duel. I mean, where do you even fit an antagonist duel at this point? Unless they don't do you, and I'd be fine if they didn't do Yuga versus Luke. To be honest with you, but I mean,
Watch Yuga lose again?
what do you
You'll beat him this time.
What do you think is next for Gohai Yuga? Do you think we're gonna actually see him duel? At this point, like Nanaho's not dueling. Like
Nanaho's
let's
not.
just say
put that
that
to bed.
Yeah. I don't think anyone outside of Yuga and Luke are dueling of our heroes. We're not seeing Roman duel again. We're not seeing Gakuto, Nail, Asana, or Roa duel
I think it
again.
would be crazy. Now, could I see the show doing it because it breaks precedence? Sure. I think it'd be crazy if Gohai Yuga never duels again
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
to end the show. I mean, that like
He's been your antagonist for a while now.
that would
It'd
be
very hard to
insane.
do.
Yeah,
That'd be
like
insane.
I just
So you
don't-
can't see it happening.
Not
It's a very
really.
low chance.
Yeah.
I
I think
think because
it's
then
low,
how do
but-
you wrap up the show? You just have a whole bunch of friend duels and then the ceremonial duel, and in dialogue you just wrap that up. And like if he becomes Swirly again, is he really him or like? I'm so confused about it. Like, is
Yeah.
that any of Gohai Yuga's personality since Swirly doesn't even talk?
Right.
Like I'm
Yeah.
just like
We can talk.
yeah, Swirl.
No, he
yeah,
said
he's great.
He said
Hold on.
maybe like 10 real words.
Swirl said some good words. Calm down.
So we have Luke Tiger is going to take us into episode 90.
Yeah.
So we have 90, 91, and 92. I mean, you figure one of those is going to be a
It's
two-parter.
got to be 90-91.
So we have 2 duels left. So is it going to be Luke or Yuga? You think it'll be Luke?
I think
But
it's-
then
I
does
think it's
Luke get
Luke.
back-to-back
Has to be
duels?
Luke.
He's dueling Tiger.
I don't know necessarily if you immediately say it's Rook Yuga as a ceremonial duel. I mean, we didn't really.
They also, ceremonial duel is a Studio Gallop thing.
Right.
That's
So, like,
they might
I
not
don't
do
know if
that.
that's necessarily like the thing you do. You could have
Yeah.
episode 92 is right because it's 92 episodes.
Yeah.
Just be a kind of plot episode of tying the bow that leads into the next show. You necessarily don't. You could have kind of a very Arc 5 way of like they're about to start the duel and then
You
you
could
end the
have
show. kind of
Yeah,
thing, you know what I mean?
I wouldn't hate
So-
that.
I wouldn't hate that.
So
That wasn't what made the Arc 5 ending the Arc 5 ending. So that wouldn't be bad.
I just
if they
want to
did that.
smile, man.
So
You want Gohai
Yuga.
Yuga to smile?
You go.
Oh,
so
yeah.
so Yuga Yuo is out. We're saying
Yeah, I think that's
completely out.
Yeah.
Not even a possibility.
Yuo is not dueling again.
I don't think Yuo duels again, but you think he might.
I just there's some, especially if we're going down the route where we're saying Gohai Yuga's not going to duel. We may not have a ceremonial duel. Who's going to duel? You know, we're running out of people.
It's Gohai Yuga,
I would think.
Rook.
You would think.
That's it.
You would think.
Those are your only people
Unless
that have a
Gohai Yuga
possibility.
doesn't
of
duel.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
what
it,
you
that's it.
could do in the final 3 episodes is have, and I know we haven't seen the format before, but maybe they'll break precedent and they'll do a new format. Yuga and Luke teaming up to verse Gohai Yuga. I could see
I think
that.
that would be awesome.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I could see that.
That would be
And
great.
if that's the case, I would like Luke to actually lose in the middle of that and Yuga carry on.
I think
and
that
beat-
would be fantastic.
I think that would be good.
that would be cool too. I didn't think of that.
It could happen.
Yeah, I that would be the way that I would do it, right? Because we know we have 3 duels left. You know, no one else besides Yuga and Luke are getting duels on the hero side. Nanaho's not getting a duel.
I think that's a great way to show, like, okay, last time maybe you caught him off guard, but now he is so powerful that you need both of your protagonists to kind of defeat him. And I think it would be perfect wrap up the show that it's Rook's first loss there, but like, you know, maybe he makes a sacrifice to keep Yuga alive because
Right.
he knows Yuga has the hand to beat Gohai.
Right,
Yuga.
Right.
I'd love to
Like,
see
I think it
Oh,
would just
yeah.
be a perfect way to do that.
I agree.
So-
I would love to see
but
that.
now you got me dreaming of things that are not going to happen. So.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
I just worry because Gohai Yuga doesn't look as scary as he did before.
Well, Gohai Yuga, we don't even know his condition. When he falls to Earth, he might be swirly. And then what do
We're
you
getting
do?
like a
Or
fall, we're
dead.
getting like a
Or
Lucifer
dead.
type deal, like a fallen
Yeah.
angel type thing.
Well, he did say that exact line when he came out. He said, "I'm the angel, the fallen from darkness," or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
So we get like I feel like we get that imagery. To
Yeah.
maybe I don't know.
The other element
Bad
that we're
things to come.
missing is the Sevens Road book.
Yeah.
How does the Sevens Road book tie into all of
Well,
this?
what's the missing pages?
So we
got him now, I
So I want to talk about this. Nick T, you said you had a bit of a problem with the book. I had a bit of the problem with the book last week when they first announced that there were all these copies, because to me it made it feel a
it's
little
not unique,
cheap.
yeah.
But what did you
I guess
think?
even if like there's like a limited, maybe it's like they found all 9. Right.
Right.
Sure, that's fine. I don't
Oh,
have a
the
huge
glue,
problem
man.
with that.
They're like,
But what I do have a problem with is like, oh, we have to find the books, and then our what's his name, the fish guy.
Tuna.
Like, I found him. Here you go.
Tuna.
It's like, what do you mean? How about we cut the Rook trying to win over Yuga episode so we can get the frickin' books?
Well, you know, I will say this. I wonder if there was a planned duel or more for the books. Because you have to remember, there were 10, and again, I know the 10 episodes were cut very early on.
Right.
The 2 COVID breaks happened within the first 10 weeks
That's
of
not
the
really
show
an
airing.
excuse.
But with how Sevens has been written, it would not surprise me if they had things way planned out in advance.
Sure, but
And
like,
so-
you're supposed to do
And
a
so
show.
I wonder if with 10 episodes cut, one of those cut episodes was some more focus on the book. Not an excuse at all. I don't
because
was-
exactly.
years ago.
It just better have a big payoff.
Yeah.
Like whatever has been missing.
Well, we're gonna based
better
on the
be
preview,
huge.
we're gonna get information on that book.
Yeah, but it better be huge. Like it
well,
has to be.
what do you want it to be?
I mean, it's the end of the show, Dale.
Huge,
like it
Dale.
has to be a huge thing of
Huge.
like how to solve Gohai Yuga's condition, or there has to be,
What if-
or something that hints at the next show. Like,
what
it
if
has
Luke's,
to be something.
What if Luke's powers are from like the? What if Sirocco comes, one of the co-girls?
I mean, there's a key shot in the promo where his watch he holds up and it gleams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's kind of like again, like, hey, remember this guy has some kind of otherworldly power.
well, that based on the
That's
88
episode.
technology based or otherwise.
Based on the 88 summary, that's getting explored next week.
Yeah.
I think 88, and maybe because I've read the summary and I feel very good about the ending, because we're getting a lot of really cool stuff
I'm
next
excited
week.
for what
We're
I saw,
getting
yeah.
Phantom Luke stuff, I think. We're going to get the co-alien girls appearing again, it seems.
Probably.
Probably. That's not confirmed. We're getting Tiger to be back. I know that's something that
Yeah,
you
I'm
wanted.
excited about
We're
Tiger.
we're exploring the contents of the book. We can see that's one of the wizards,
Right.
probably in that one shot from the preview.
It just wouldn't shock me at all. We know Udius is from the Velgears
It would be
system.
great.
It would
That would
not
be
shock me at
awesome.
all if they say something like Luke's powers are from Velgears or
Yeah,
something
like let's
that.
lead us towards Go Rush.
That's all you need to say. And to the characters, it means nothing, but to the audience who knows about Go Rush, it means everything.
Exactly.
And then it's like, holy shit.
It's like, well, now I
that's
have to watch
insane.
Go Rush, yeah.
that's true.
So I really think they're gonna make a Go
It'd
Rush.
be nice.
I just like the Tiger is coming back though.
Ah,
I mean,
yeah,
you couldn't
yeah.
leave that story. I mean, she basically betrayed us. So like, you couldn't
You
really
can't leave
leave
her on
that
that
just
note.
hanging out there.
She betrayed. What is it when you're like an accomplice? It's betrayal by. I can't think of the right phrase, but she didn't betray the group and join.
No, but I mean,
But she betrayed them by not doing anything.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
no,
but
she
she-
betrayed them by dueling them to try to stop them.
Right,
Yeah,
without
I mean,
telling
she
them. Yeah, that's
actively,
true.
ended up
Yeah.
messing up
She betrayed-
Yuga to the
Yeah,
point
no,
where
you're right,
all
you're
that
right.
stuff happened.
Her behavior has been abhorrent, and that needs to be explored and touched on. And it's so funny because if Luke and Tiger dueled 50 episodes ago, I'm hardcore rooting for Tiger.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Luke. Like, this is going to be Luke's opportunity to stand up to his
yeah.
bully of a
Well,
sister.
again, he's never beaten her as
Never
actually-
beaten her
Yeah.
as Luke. And so many people, especially people that hate Luke, kept saying if Luke didn't transform into the Luke man, he would have lost.
Right.
Now we get the actual
Let's
answer.
put it to
that
rest,
part.
yeah.
We got to put that to rest, which I like.
I feel like though in that duel he would have lost. I mean,
Maybe.
he was high key stressing.
Yeah,
I don't think he was gonna win.
It seems based on what's going on, he finally, because of Tiger's mistreatment towards Yuga, he finally has the confidence for the first time in his life to stand up to his sister.
Yeah.
And I think that could be a really good storyline for
I mean, he was really bothered by what happened. To
And I
what
think he
she
should
did to Yuga.
I mean, think about what you three said. She betrayed the group. She did.
He
She
was
did.
really bothered by
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I mean, that's his best friend, and the reason
She basically knocked him
the reason he
unconscious.
passed out against Gohai Yuga
Yeah.
was because of the damage he took from Tiger. And even after Tiger beat them up, Tiger didn't say a word to them about who Swirly actually was and what was going on. She didn't
She
say
didn't
a
say
word.
thing. She's like, I don't want any part of this.
She didn't say a thing.
Yeah, that's just plot, though. It's a show.
I
It's a
know it's plot, but like it's how they wrote her.
So we're driving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I know about this mass murderer, but I'm not going to tell you
Exactly.
about it. Find out on your own.
Yeah.
Who does that?
It's like, I don't want you to pursue this so much that if you really want to do it, you have to find on your own. I want no part of it otherwise.
Yeah.
It's like, what
100%.
the fuck? Why?
You
He
learn a
dies,
lesson,
he
you know?
dies.
If he dies, he dies.
100%. We have some super chats and donations.
Yeah, you want to start with the link?
Yes. Thank you guys so much. We are going to read a few supers and donos, and then we are going to get into episode 88 and 89 summaries. You do not want to miss that. A lot of good stuff to go over. Let me see here. X-Slayer, thank you for the $2 donation. Everyone, please bless the Salaryman Calzo as he is the most powerful god ever, as he uses NFTs to buy companies, including the whole crew and the devil herself, Liza.
Hey, he's right.
I'm not even sure how to.
Now Liza's part of this now?
Yeah, Liza's been the devil.
Yikes.
X-Slayer is scared of chihuahuas.
Yeah.
That's
Really?
That's what
true.
it comes down to, yeah.
Really?
She's not a chihuahua.
I
They
know,
said
but
she resembles her one enough.
X-Slayer, thank you, my man. Limestone. Oh, also, we are going to talk about Manabu Sogetsu and the Go Rush news that we got as well.
Yes.
We're going to talk briefly about that,
Fire,
so
dude.
stay tuned for that, too. Thank you for the $2 donation, Limestone. Happy that Yugioh just sat there while the ending was playing. And like Dylan said in his Go Rush video, I'm also hoping for a Kirishima character in Go Rush. Limestone, thank you. What do you guys think of the ending song?
Oh,
It was great.
Phenomenal,
Yeah,
dude.
I like
Great.
it.
Oh yeah, her
I'm
song.
glad he shut up for once so we can
And
enjoy
like
a special.
he like
ending.
announced it for us.
Yeah.
I don't know what he said, but he was like like,
Oh yeah, well
He's like, enjoy.
the sub team game up on him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
a long
don't
time
blame
ago.
them. Yeah, I don't blame them in that one.
Since he came out in his underwear, like, all right, never mind.
In his thong.
That was the
No.
Gohai Yuga episode.
Oh, it's not a
Yeah.
That's when they
thong.
stopped.
Yeah,
They're
it's
like, yeah,
long.
we're not doing this
Yeah,
anymore.
crazy.
We're done.
X-Slayer, thank you for the $2 donate. I think that I like that song, I think, more than Roa's, actually.
I agree.
Yeah.
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 Are you
Still
ready?
think I prefer Raw.
They're both really
Both,
good.
yeah, Miniscape.
Yeah, they're both really good.
Miniscape and Are You Ready are both fun.
X-Slayer, and she's got a great voice, Roman's
She does.
voice
Yeah, she
actress.
really does.
Great voice. X-Slayer, thank you for the $2 donation. How do you like getting beat by my Drytron, where I also bricked but found my way to victory? Also, you say that you were 2-5 against me in Rush Duels, but you're wrong. It was 1-5. Your only win was a mirror match with Cyburst. That mirror match is the only one I can think of, so you're probably right. I thought that was my second win against you, but I guess
He
I
got
need
you
to.
there.
I guess
Is that
I need,
all true, what he said?
I guess I need to get good. Yeah, he beat me last night, but I bricked hard. I did, but I
Unbelievable.
X-Slayer, thank you.
This is our fearless leader.
Solid Snack, thank you
Fearless
for
is
the
definitely
$2
happening.
donation. Such a great send-off for Roman, especially with the insert song. And I like that two specific materials can become different fusions,
Yeah.
which hasn't shown up since that one time in GX. Yeah,
Here with the elemental hero.
I think you're right, yeah. Anyway, hope we can talk soon, Dill. We absolutely will before the show ends. Sora, thank you so much for the donation. And I liked it as well. I liked seeing the two different
It was cool.
fusions.
It was cool.
I don't
yeah.
get it, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Omega Katana and Princess
Very
Omega.
anime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Omega Time Princess.
I will never forget that when we were watching Brains and one life point with lightning because we reacted to that episode and I was like, "That's not a thing, right?" No,
No.
it is not.
Oh,
a
the
thing.
one light with
And
lightning?
All
That was
the
pretty
boxes
cool.
were falling off the shelves,
Yeah.
and you're like, "The world of Yu-Gi-Oh is breaking."
It's crumbling beneath us.
Is that reaction still up? It's not, right?
That would actually, I think, it might be.
That's crazy.
A couple of them. I know episode
120
120
is
got
down.
blocked.
Yeah. I rewatched
unfortunately.
it recently.
Yeah, I would like to see that again.
Yeah, I'll send it over to you. Limestone, thank you for the $2 donation. Shame what happened with Yudon, the fourth sibling, because they had a very interesting setup with him. The only thing I remember about him, besides his analytical abilities, is that he shares a voice actor with the main character from Moriarty the Patriot. Great voice
that's right,
actor. He's the biggest letdown of the Goa siblings for me. Yudon, because I thought him and Gakuto could have had a fascinating rivalry.
absolutely.
The fact he never got a rematch with Gakuto, and the fact that he never even got a second duel is
a shame.
Is a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yudon's probably the most disappointing sibling for me because he had a lot of potential. X-Slayer, thank you for the $2 donation. People like to be in denial. People like to be in denial because they hate having good girl characters, including them winning. I can tell you that half of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime community is bad in the way they hate changes, and this is a great example of it. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing the amount of people that replied to that tweet. Too bad most people. This was one of my favorites. One of my favorite replies was from some random dude. It was like, it's unfortunate that most Yu-Gi-Oh fans don't consider this to be a real anime. And I don't mean,
absolutely disingenuous.
I also don't mean to clown on the guy, but I went to his page and he had 4 followers. I'm like, so with four followers on Twitter.
Did you expect anything
With
different?
4 followers on Twitter, you're speaking for most of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime community. I'm not dropping the at, but like it's just shit like that. It's like if I see anything about something that I'm not interested in, I just keep scrolling.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
But
how it
still,
should
you're a
work.
normal person.
Yeah, just crazy.
That's
That's crazy
sort of
too. Limestone, thank you for the $3 donation.
He's done this one.
Crow versus Shingo, who would you want to win? Yeah, we've done that
You've
one
done that
before.
one. You said
No,
Shingo.
I
I would say No, I would say Crow.
You did no. That's different than you said. Shingo.
There's
last
no
time.
way that Shingo's
Yeah, you said Shingo
winning.
last time.
There's no way Shingo's winning.
Oh,
that
Shingo
duel.
should not win.
He's not winning.
I'm saying
Crow
Shingo.
would win.
No.
I don't know who
Chad
you want
Shingo.
to win.
No,
would win.
Crow would win. I like the meme
Crow
of
would
0-9 Shingo.
I like Chad Shingo. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Cal
Owen
Shingo?
Yeah, Cal Shingo. 0-10 Shingo has a better ring to it. So
No, it doesn't really
Oh,
roll
it
off the
doesn't.
tongue.
we call them 0-9 Shingo around here. Don't worry. I'm gonna have a big poster one day. 0-9 Shingo. Limestone, thank you so much. I think that is all the link ones for now, and we are going into 88 and 89 very soon. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
All right, we have 5 pounds from Nicholas Horton.
Thank you, Nick.
Said, hi, everyone. The next episode is going to be interesting with more plot stuff revealed.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
much agree. I'm very excited.
And we're going to dive into that very soon. Pete, you don't even know the 88 and 89
I do
summers,
not.
right? Yeah, so
Oh,
we're
That
going
makes,
to
that makes it even better.
Yeah, it's
We're-
going to
You'll
be
blow my mind.
we're gonna dive into that
Oh,
very, very soon,
yeah.
Nicholas. Thank you so much, man. And yeah, we're in the final stretch, dude.
Yeah,
Nicholas
here we
is
go.
someone who I don't think he's missed a single Into the Vrains or
I can't
Sevens up
think of a
episode.
time that he's missed it.
I mean,
yeah.
and he,
Maybe
by the way,
has,
Nicholas
but-
is in Europe.
Dude, he makes it work.
I mean, it's
Wait, what time? It's got to be
It's-
at
it's
best
5
3
I think
a.m.
it's like
hours
3 a.m. Yeah, it's the UK. It's 3
boy,
a.m.
3 a.m.
And he's here every Nicholas, man. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
dude. I mean, it does not go unnoticed. Thank you.
I'm sad I
It's
missed
crazy.
it. Okay.
Very
Yeah,
excited
thank
to see
you,
how
yeah.
it ends.
We have Philip Rosewood, member, a Slifer Red member for 9 months.
That guy, Philip, that's crazy. Thank you so much, my friend.
Said, Dill, you start my story yet? If
Yes.
so, let me know. Hyped.
I did. I DM'd you on Twitter.
Yes, you're right
So
before
look on
this,
Twitter.
yeah.
I'm about halfway through. So far, I like it. I definitely underestimated how long the first chapter was. I think it's like 15 pages on my end, but should be finished with it definitely by next week. I'm hoping this weekend, and I will send you all my thoughts when I'm done with it, Philip. But so far, I really do enjoy it. It's an interesting story. And thank you for the super chat.
We had
What happened?
Wait, what?
No,
That's definitely not a pounding thing.
No, it definitely was not a panic.
Oh,
What happened?
Nothing. Irrelevant to this. Relevant to the world, maybe, but relevant to this.
Read the
$5 from Philip Rosewood. Only don't know I can make tonight, but episode was great. Roman Empire boy, maybe Luke vs Tiger next. Things are getting resolved. Can't wait for the end. Ready for Yu-Gi-Oh 8.
I'm very ready for Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh yeah, I'm so ready. I cannot wait.
Are you? And I don't. I've been enjoying Sevens. I've liked
yeah.
Sevens. Are you more excited to see how Sevens concludes these next 5 episodes, or are you more excited for Yu-Gi-Oh 8 to start?
Oh, that's
Yu-Gi-Oh!
tough.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm
8.
somewhere in between.
I'm Yu-Gi-Oh! 8.
You go.
I think I'm Yu-Gi-Oh 8.
And I don't know. I don't want to get it. I know you said that it looks like it could be more, a little more serious, adult themed. I don't necessarily know about that if we're still in the same
Yeah.
Rush universe, but I think the intrigue of the story.
A
I
new
like a
show.
lot of aliens coming to Earth kind of thing. I like those kind of stories, and so I think there's just a little bit more fascination I have. Plus, we could be getting some of the Sevens characters
Right.
older, and we've already established the game. So I don't have to waste any damn time in Go Rush explaining
true.
goddamn how to play Rush tools. It's over.
That's
It's
it.
done. We
Yeah.
all know. So let's just get into the story.
Yeah, you can kick off the plot episode 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
and yeah. So, but I'm also excited to see how Sevens concludes.
I'm somewhere in the middle because especially because I want to see if Sevens creates a bridge.
Capitalizes
It
or-
capitalizes on the fact that let's
have
lead
that
us.
lot of
Are we
opportunity.
just gonna cut it and be like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
things happily ever after, and then they're gonna have to explain to us in Go Rush how it connects?
100%.
Or are they gonna lead us to? The
I'd
goal?
love to see it led.
I love
100%.
Exactly. So that's why I'm in between.
That's fair. Yeah, that's very fair. You're more Yu-Gi-Oh 8.
I do want to see a bridge. I'm not saying that I want to see that, but I think for me, we've got a lot of hype about Yu-Gi-Oh 8, and I really want to see where they're going with this kind of, and Pete made it with aliens. I'm a big superhero, supernatural, alien kind of, I want to see crazy stuff like that.
I want them to see them summon demons.
I want to see Luke Man come down and
That
just
would be-
wreck shop.
That would be,
I mean, Luke Man may have caused the war.
You never know.
I would love
He's a hero.
Maybe accidentally.
he's a hero in his mind.
So we do have, of course, a little bit of Go Rush news. Manabu,
To get to.
so Getsu and his cat Neanderstar. Remember, Gagato always says Nandastar. Or Neanderstar is the name of the cat.
No,
No
way.
way.
Yeah, it's 100% a play on that.
Nandastar?
Yeah.
I actually
So
can't say-
that's
yeah.
hilarious. So we're gonna go over that a little bit. I want to get their, my thoughts on it. I want to get their
That's
thoughts.
hilarious, dude.
We have a few more. And Philip, man, you never
yeah.
have to donate, dude. But thank you for the super chat. But
You're not bad.
I always feel bad when people are like, "This is the only one I can make." You don't have to make any.
You don't have to make
any.
pressure ever, yeah.
Philip, thank you so much, my friend.
Yeah, we have quite a few. Not quite, like
Oh,
8
definitely.
more.
It's all right.
If you want to read, like, 4 or 5 more.
Okay, we have that man 666 with $6.
The Satan donation from that man. I love it.
Roman is best Yu-Gi-Oh girl. Elsewhere, hope
knows
Toei doesn't screw up with Kamen Rider Jian. I don't know what that means. But
Jian.
I know I imagine that's a character
in
from.
that show. Yeah.
Is it Jian or Jean or Genie?
Gene.
I have never seen Kamen Rider, but I'm
Me neither.
sure there's some people in the chat that probably
I
know
think there's
exactly
quite a few.
what
I
it
know
means.
we have quite a few.
Yeah, we have
Kamen
quite
Rider
a few
fans.
Kamen Rider fans. Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not. But
Yeah, I hope so, or hope not in your case.
yeah, absolutely. But that
Yeah.
man, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you, dude.
We have $5 from Drago77 Blue.
Oh, thank you, Drago.
I'm happy Roman has a better win percent than Yuga. And no, we don't count Anzu being undefeated and having a better record than Yugi.
It's true.
Yeah, I wouldn't count that.
Roman's win
I might
percentage,
count it.
I guess, is 70%. I guess Yuga's
But
probably is below
He's
that.
also dueled a ton more.
Yeah.
And he's dueled the like antagonists of each arc.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, he's faced the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's a fair point. It's a fair point.
It is technically a
No,
fact.
it is a fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah,
It's a fact.
statistically, it's
And facts don't care
definitely
about your
It's
feelings.
but that's without context.
Of course, I agree. Context is a big deal here.
Thank you, Drago. Fuck you. Thank you, Drago.
What?
I appreciate it.
Hey,
And
oh,
5-minute timeout.
Time out.
I can't wait to get Stream Deck set up.
Oh,
They just on vengeance.
Why are you tagging me? Literally, it's them two. Why am I? I can't.
We have 10 Canadian from Syn Cloud.
Thank you, Syn. Oh, Syn Cloud. Thank you so much, Syn. I appreciate that.
You should get Windows Live Messenger. I uploaded a video on how to get Windows Live Messenger in 2022. By the way, will you be posting the reaction video soon?
Yes, I absolutely will. I need to send it to you via email, or I probably could send it to you on Patreon Messenger because I don't think you're on any social media sites. I did it for Blake because Blake did a request of me reacting to Bakugan episode 1. And it was a fun episode, and I reacted to that, and I sent it to him. So I got to send it to you. It's all done, Syn. I just got to send it over to you. So I'll do that on Patreon Messenger. So expect that this weekend, 100%. I'll get to it. And yeah, you did a great job. And Windows Live Messenger, man.
That's something I haven't.
That's the throwback.
That's a throwback.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had Windows Live Messenger.
Which one's that?
me neither.
Is that? No, that one.
That's
Oh, that one.
it's not Yahoo, right?
Yeah.
It's this guy.
Oh, this guy.
That is a throwback.
Wow.
Holy crap!
People still use this?
I guess.
1997. There you go.
Oh my God.
That's a great year. I was 3 years old.
It died in 2013.
But Syn just said that.
No, but I guess there's a way you have
Oh,
to
it was
workaround.
resurrected. It needs Monster Reborn.
Yeah, got him.
Literally Monster Reborn.
Syn, that is amazing. I will send it to you, my friend. But thank you so much for the super chat. Windows Live Messenger, man. What a throwback.
It's not Thursday though.
TBT. TB dubs.
Huh? Throwback Wednesday?
Throwback Wednesday.
I thought you were saying something with Buffalo Wild Wings.
Throwback Tuesday.
We have $2 from Legendary Duels.
Oh, thank you, JC.
Great emotional send off for Roman.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Love you,
Absolutely
JC.
true.
Well, JC, you're gonna get your boy Luke focused in the next couple of episodes.
you
So
will.
I haven't, Switch Kid Jake wanted to come on tonight, but I told him that my parents still aren't really comfortable with people coming in out of state.
Of course.
He's in New York. I think probably late next month, and for Go Rush that will change. So hopefully we can have Legendary on before the series comes to an end.
That'd be great.
So hopefully you can come down, JC.
Get his thoughts on another show ending.
Yeah, he was on the finale of Reigns.
Yeah, we know his thoughts there.
He was doing jumping jacks when Reigns
He
ended.
hated that show.
Yeah. Crazy. Thank you, Legendary. I appreciate it. Follow him. He's a great content creator as well.
It did it twice, dude. There we go. Yeah, no, it's the YouTube sucks. Can I say that out loud?
No,
Sucks.
I disagree with you.
There we go. Thank you.
Oh, well said. I also agree with you. Thank you. That was what's happening right now.
There we go.
I don't even know.
Okay, we have $5 from Drago77 Blue.
I fucked
So
it.
was
That was
awkward.
on me.
Yeah,
That was
my
me.
fault. I'll take
Nah,
it.
Maybe
nah,
this is a
it's
good
me.
transition.
Is it?
Oh, no, never mind. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, come Come on.
Violent.
Wait, that's what you said.
No, I didn't.
You hit me on the table. You said hit him.
I didn't. What do you mean? I didn't say anything.
He did it.
You can watch
You
the
know what?
footage.
You know, I believe
You
you.
know what?
You,
I got you.
That's the. So Drago 77 Blue with another 5.
Thank you, Drago.
I'm a little bummed that Roman didn't get a rematch duel against Sushiko
Yeah.
or Yuka and have them act as her rival. If we had more time, that would have been great.
More time.
Yeah, we had
Hey.
40 more episodes. They probably
Yeah,
would've
about
done
50.
Yeah,
50
I think
more
so.
done.
that. Give or take.
50.
well, that's the thing. I mean, she didn't really have like who was her rival. She didn't really have a rival.
Who was Gakuzo's rival?
He didn't have a rival either. Could have been
Himself.
Eugene or Udon.
It was the
excuse
Gaku
me.
team.
Gaku Ting was the rival.
I always loved that dynamic where he just rides the bike into the school. I mean, he listened to no rules
he didn't,
of
yeah.
Gakuzo.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
did whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
That was the best.
Yeah. Oh, Euro. Yeah, he didn't.
That would have been a
yeah.
good rivalry because of his utter like
Not following the
He didn't
rules.
care. He's
doesn't
like,
wanna-
yeah, I just follow my own path.
Yeah. Still, is it weird that one of my favorite episodes in recent memory was that Gakuto Umiko episode? That was to me one of the
no,
funniest
that was a great
episodes.
That's
Wait,
is
which
the
one was that? Which one was
funniest
Gaku?
I-
I questioned a little bit about
Umiko,
it.
I thought it was a
like
funny.
pissed and was like awful.
Like Umiko was
Oh
just
my god!
miserable the
Yeah,
whole episode. I thought it was hilarious.
No, I did
Yeah,
think
she
it
was
was
a slob.
That was a slog to get through for me.
That was
That was
funny.
funny. I thought it was
I
funny.
loved it.
I like that.
From a
episode.
comedic standpoint, I don't think it was a good episode. It was a funnier
I
episode.
like
It's,
that
I think it's
episode.
the funniest episode.
It's definitely
Yeah.
top 5, probably.
But Drago, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm disappointed as well.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. We have 3 more super chats, so I'm just gonna go because nothing really exactly leads us off.
Yeah,
So I'm just gonna
perfect.
read them.
I'm
X
gonna
Layer with $5.
Thank you, X.
Guys, the show already breaks tradition since the very beginning because Rush Duel can end in one episode instead of the traditional 4-parter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
could break precedence.
yeah. Well, now, how do you guys feel about it? I know from the very beginning, Nick T, you loved the shorter duels.
So I
Pete,
still
you
feel that
didn't.
same way, yeah.
I mean, how do you 3 feel about that? Do you prefer the longer duels? Do you prefer the shorter duels? I like the shorter duels because we can get through more.
Yeah.
But a longer duels now and then are cool. I think I'd like to see longer duels like once every season finale.
Well, I would say season
Every like
finale,
year.
yeah, I can get that. I'm fine.
Doesn't need to be the end of the arc. 3 or 4-parter. 4-parters are long.
Those episodes are always slots
Yeah,
for
no,
me to get
4-parters
through.
are long.
I can't do
That's
that.
fair.
I end up skipping through it.
How do you feel? You like the longer duels still?
Yeah, I just like the longer duels.
Yeah.
I just think the back and forth and kind of the build up that you could have for a final battle, I just think is way better.
I think I'm going to go Pete on this one, especially from watching both Brains and
I just
TM.
find those more entertaining.
I think
That's
because
fair, that's
especially when you end an episode, like, because imagine this, you end an episode and like, you have to wait a week and this, so far we had to wait 1 week and then we kind of find out. There were times where if we were watching those shows live, remember there was 3-4 part duels. You'd be stressing out like all of a sudden Pegasus has the advantage or Yugi has the advantage or Yusei has the advantage. It's like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like it's
I
that
just think,
build up.
yeah, you have
I
less
agree.
time for that when I know that the duel is going to begin and end in the same episode.
Yeah.
And so as the time starts coming down and
Yeah.
crunching down, I go, well, we probably get about 1 more turn
that's-
left
yeah.
here,
Yeah.
so probably this is how it's going to play out. It's a lot easier to predict.
I agree.
That's what I think. There's like a two. For me, at least, a two-parter is a pretty like sweet spot because you can't really necessarily predict it that way.
Because
but
they
it's
could
also
just it
short
could end
enough to-
quickly in the second, and then you could just kind of go into plot or something.
Exactly.
Together.
Although there was a few surprises. I mean, I never saw that Tiger Yuga duel happening.
No.
the way
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah.
So there was a few that it
Roman
shocked me.
Sushiko shocked me as still, yeah.
Nothing shocking, I think, like that Tiger Yuga one. That was he lost on his own turn.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that was very surprising. So yeah. Next one.
Thank you.
Who was that? Who said that?
That was
That was
excellent.
X-Layer, right? Yeah. Thank you, X.
So we actually, I'm just gonna read this in a row because it's 2 Electric Heaven, 5 Australian each, back to back.
Thank you,
Roman
Kevin.
is the best main female duelist. Facts.
Yeah.
She's not my fave. I still like Asana more, maybe Sherry and Rio as well, but Roman has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, from a character perspective, I like Asana more.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Yeah.
At least development.
Yeah, development as a character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though-
It's very close for me between those two.
Yeah.
In a comparison.
I just like kind of like the respect tradition kind of she
Yeah.
has.
I liked it as well. I just for a hit that Asana takes, as I just thought her character wrap up was very underwhelming.
It was that
well,
absolutely.
it was all
I
3
agree.
in one episode.
Yeah.
You know, that was the
Yeah,
case.
I think that was underwhelming.
I
as
didn't
well.
love nails either. So
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Very
But it's
cool.
close. It's a good debate. It's definitely a good debate. But Kevin, thank you so much.
Yeah, and his
You had
other
another one?
part was if Yuga versus Luke's the final duel of sevens, and by some miracle Yuga wins in the most amazing duel ever, would you say he's a better duelist than Luke? No.
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 There's nothing that
Not
could
there's
convince me of
there's
that now.
literally nothing.
There's actually nothing that could convince me that it happened in these last 5 episodes in the entire show that Luke is not the best duelist out of everyone.
Luke is
It's
actually
solidified.
Luke is
If Yuga beats Luke, what it might do for Yuga's character is it might be, okay, maybe he's the second best.
Right.
Maybe you can make that
I don't
argument.
even put Yuga as the second best duelist right now in the show.
It's like for whatever reason, in some far off reality, Dylan beats X-Slayer in a duel. I wouldn't say Dylan's even close to a.
that'd be like, that's a good point.
guy.
That'd be like if Dylan beats X-Slayer.
yeah.
he beat.
I was like,
what?
oh no, he's not. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
now
was
you're better than him.
What was your record last night? You scraped like 4 and 5. Right?
I was 3 and 4, but you didn't need to bring me into it.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't say, oh, suddenly he's better than X-Slayer because he's not even close.
I think also most of your wins too were against people that just downloaded the game. Right?
No,
like they really hadn't played a lot.
That's not true.
So like that, yeah.
But it's a fun hypothetical. I like that hypothetical. I think what it could do is you could argue, okay, Yuga maybe is the second best duelist in the show. Maybe.
Yeah.
But there's no way a win against Luke puts him above Luke. There's no way a win for anyone against Luke puts them above Luke.
No, Luke is still one way.
It's just a fluke at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
If you start to think about the listing, I think we'll talk about this more when the show's over. But a lot of the people we regard as kind of the most powerful duelists, if you really look back at the show, they never really won, right? Nail had 1 win, right, that we actually saw.
he had one on-screen win.
He technically won all those things in the tournament, but we don't really see any of
Yeah.
that, right? You know, Asana had what? 2 wins, maybe?
Yeah,
I think she beat Tiger and Yuga, right? Am I missing anything else? You know, like, so a lot of the people we regard as like the most.
Yeah, she beat the her team at the end.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure.
Yeah.
But that was to
Still
get
counts,
yeah.
still
I
counts.
saw
I feel
3.
like she had another one too.
Yeah.
And then Gohai Yuga, I mean, he beat Yugioh.
Asana beat Nail.
So
Asana beat Nail. As
that
well.
was one of my
sick.
favorites.
That was
Yeah,
a great
that's a
duel.
fantastic duel.
Yeah.
What a good
No,
episode,
Asana-
actually.
Yeah,
3 wins.
Asana versus Roman, man, that's tough. That's a tough debate. The two well done characters. I
Absolutely.
don't know. For me, it was Asana over Roman the whole way through, but a character conclusion, Roman's is just so much better.
Way better.
So I just don't know.
She's
But that's
a whole
close.
episode versus the triple duel.
But two great girls. 2 characters that are 100% in my top 10.
Now what if
do it.
Asana? What if we have more time, more episodes, and Asana gets a full episode kind of send off? Would it make it more closer?
Yeah. Yeah, I think if that happens and Asana had a whole episode focused to herself,
Yeah.
I think she is
Probably on
probably ahead of Roman. I think she very well could maybe be the best girl ever if that was the case, character-wise even. Some will probably say she is, which is, I think, totally fair. We do have 2 more link donos that I just want to read real quick, and then we're going to get to the summaries for 88 and 89. Limestone, thank you for the $3 donation. Still throws me for a loop with Dylan analogy with skateboarding in a grocery store with aliens invading Gohai City / Matsuba Town. So this is my analogy.
Wait a minute. Why did you pay him to pay?
No, I'm going to say it right now
Did you-
because this is such a good analogy.
Let me hear it.
Did you
And then
not even remember the word analogy when you originally said
this is such a good analogy. And also Entame had a $2 donation. We love Entame. We love what
love Entame.
they have
Thank
done
you,
for us and Sevens. My God, we really only have 5 episodes left. I'm looking forward to Go Rush, but dreading the ending of Sevens. I'll be here the whole way and into the next either way.
Absolutely.
Entame is one of those lovely people, just like me, that has been stuck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Hell for the last 20 years of their life. You can't get out of it at this point, so no matter what.
You're in for the ride.
I feel confident, Entame, that the show is going to end
Is
well.
she confident? I wasn't listening.
No,
I
she
don't
said
know.
she's dreading. She said she's
But she
dreading
might be
it.
dreading the end of it because she loves the show so much, dreading to see it leave.
Oh.
So I'm not sure of the context there.
gonna
She
have
might
to
be
clarify.
dreading because
She also should be happy too because she's obviously done fantastic work over this whole show.
yeah.
It's coming to an end,
Yeah.
so that's
proud.
also.
Well,
awesome.
we will honor her. I'm assuming she's making the trip for the
I
finale.
don't like the
Yeah.
like.
And she's gonna
and
pie.
that wasn't the best choice of words because like honor sounds like she passed on. Like she's very much alive. Like she's here. Like we're probably
No, we're
see her
gonna
in a few
honor
weeks.
her work. They honor.
Again, still not great.
Yeah.
I was gonna say John Madden.
Yeah, I know.
Well, they made that documentary before he passed.
Right. You want to talk about analogies?
Yeah, what a terrible.
Or
I
I,
like
don't
that.
want anything to happen to you. Please update me on your
Yeah,
situation.
now you're gonna have to pie him
because now I'm a little
twice.
scared that Dylan's done something. So
Yeah, no.
Here's my analogy.
okay, I'm ready.
Love you,
They're
always.
always great.
Do you know the bio of Manaba Manabu.
Sugetsu.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Did you see my video on it or read it? Okay.
Yeah. I think I watched somebody else that did it that had more entertaining content.
All right. So are you gonna let him get away with that on my own show?
No, he is fine.
All right. Manabu. So Manabu Sugetsu, if you don't know, Sugetsu, same surname as Gakuto, and the Sugetsu clan. He's a member of Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. He is a member of the Organization for Monitoring Interstellar Criminals, dedicated to cracking down on aliens who come to Earth without proper authorization, and is partnered with Neanderstar, who he makes his daily rounds with. So here's the analogy that Limestone is referring to.
The cats speak.
We don't know. That I made in my video. Mm-hmm. So, as far as we know, there are 2 different organizations dedicated to hunting down aliens in Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush.
Yes.
That tells me that for whatever reason, maybe it's something that's going to happen at the end of Sevens, maybe it's something that happens between Sevens and Go Rush, or something that just happens at the beginning of Go Rush, that humans, more specifically the citizens of Matsuba Town, do not like aliens. There is something that aliens have done to their town or the history, and they do not like aliens. That's why there's 2 groups dedicated to tracking, monitoring, and removing aliens if necessary. Because Uemu is the leader of a different alien removal group than the one Manabu Sugetsu is.
Yes.
Now, here's the analogy I made to ShopRite. We've walked into shop.
Wait.
Hold on.
You lost me. I was with you.
No, I'm gonna bring it back in.
All right, bring it.
At grocery store if you don't live in the Northeast.
Excuse. Like, I want to like we're gonna shop.
Please. We've walked in to the ShopRite before it closed down and moved to a bigger ShopRite down the road many times.
Yes.
And how many times would we walk in and you'd see the sign? And you guys are gonna know the sign. You worked at the ShopRite. No skateboarding in the store, please. That sign was there, right? You remember that sign?
That actually sounds.
That sign was there.
Sounds right. Yeah.
The only reason a sign like that exists is because people have skateboarded in the store on numerous occasions. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, that is just a completely random rule and sign that would not be there unless there was a precedent set beforehand by unruly teens, if you will.
Yeah.
And so the point that I'm making with that analogy is that we have 2 alien removal and alien hunting groups in Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. Mm-hmm. That tells me that there are a massive issue with aliens, and there have been a precedent set by aliens that have caused harm to the town or resources or citizens of Matsuba Town.
I would say it's a very fair point.
That's
so
okay.
So then, wait. Why did it sound so much
you.
more different
Thank you.
when we actually talk about it, though?
I would say more the way I
What do you
view the 2 organizations is kind of like maybe like the FBI and the CIA.
Yeah, well,
like they're in the
MIK,
same,
it's a play on MIB. Yeah.
Well, yes, but like they're in the same thing, but maybe there's like a little bit of tension between the 2 kind of groups, but they both serve the same goal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing.
How does that relate to ShopRite, though?
I'm just using that as an example. But the
It's
point
like are rules that might otherwise be unspoken.
Well, like when McDonald's put on their cup of coffee where it's caution
Oh,
hot.
it's hot?
That's only
Yeah.
because they got sued.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Even though it's pretty obvious
That's
to be like,
I won't lie, their
is
coffee
hot.
is ridiculous.
I'm just saying there has to be something that aliens do to cause harm to
Okay, yeah,
people of
that's fair.
Matsuba Town.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
so that's interesting to me because the only aliens we have in Sevens, if these shows are going to tie in,
There we go. That's
are the
siblings.
Gohai siblings. Yeah. So does something really bad happen here at the end where the Gohai siblings get removed and people in a higher authority just say, never again. We're never letting aliens come to this place again and control our cities. So I think that's going to be fascinating.
I've said it before.
You know, it's not just random. It's not just random because I had a couple of people say, it seems, very like there's a reason these groups exist, and that's because aliens have done harm.
So.
Yeah, there is.
Or they're just racist.
So, well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
What if it's like the
could play on
movie?
that.
It's a dated reference, but what if it's like the movie They Live? I don't know if anyone's seen that. Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't
Where
remember
like
that.
they discover that aliens have lived amongst them this whole time.
Yeah.
So a couple people figure that out, and now they're kind of freaking out. And
Yeah.
Like, how far does this spread?
Yeah, maybe.
Kind of thing. So maybe
Maybe.
it's more not. It wasn't like a public event, but it's more of like these 2 groups are kind of finding it out, and they're like, well, we got to take this upon ourselves to get rid of these aliens.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very interested to see how that plays out. But we are going to go into the summaries for 88 and 89.
Spoilers.
Classic.
Too late.
Right,
Very
the
spoilers.
wrestler.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Classic.
2 of the final 5 episodes. Nick T, I'm going to have you do the honors and read.
Wow.
All right, so episode 88, The Truth Behind Kamisha. How do you pronounce that? Kamijo Gear Company. The new duel rules have been damaging the duel program on the moon. Nail suggests a complete shutdown of the control system in order to prevent the destruction of the duel program. To shut down the system, the power lurking inside Luke will be necessary.
Oh, that's interesting. Because that means Luke Man.
Right.
That has to be Luke Man.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
it could be.
Devil
I
Luke.
thought Phantom Luke or the Devil
I
Luke.
was thinking Devil Luke.
Because if Luke Man, or Luke Man because it's on the moon.
I mean, I guess
Or
Luke Man
Devil
could.
Luke.
Yeah, but
It's
definitely
the watch. It's the power inside him. It's the watch to
Because
shut
I
down
feel like
technology.
I think of Luke Man as a separate entity almost.
Sure, I guess
It's
at
the
this
power.
point, yeah.
And 89, Tiger and Dragon. That summary just dropped about 2 hours ago. What do you think, Pete? You want to read that?
Yeah, Tiger and Dragon. Luke is angered by what Tiger said to Yuga, and so a fierce duel between the Kamijo siblings begins. Or Kamijo.
Yeah. So we are getting Luke versus Tiger. Now, a couple of people have claimed that this is going to be a two-parter. I'm not as confident about that. I could see it maybe starting at the end of 88, but I don't know if it's going to be a two-parter. So we're not going to do our pick'em until next week for this. That being said, we're getting Phantom Luke, potentially. We could, I guess, potentially be getting Luke Man. We're getting information on the Sevens Road book and that backstory. We're getting backstory on the Kamijo Gear Company. They're going to go to the moon. We're getting, the Paulie effect that Luke... I mean, first things first, it's another Luke-focused episode.
Right. Yes.
These next two episodes are Luke-focused, once again. Which just kind of furthers Pete's whole point on this whole season, just being followed really by Luke and him being the main character. How do you feel about 88 and 89? This is basically half of the remaining show reading into this.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited. I think this is going to be a great plot episode.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get the background of, Luke and Tiger's family, first of all, because I feel like since the beginning, with the Devil Watch, with the picture of him and his grandfather, I had some unanswered questions, some weird feelings about really what was going on there, and never many answers about it. So I feel like there's always had to be. I mean, they live on an estate. They live on an estate. We have to get that out of the
And they mentioned about the mom, right? That she wasn't home or something like that.
So there's definitely stuff there that maybe it's time to find out, and maybe it's a bit darker than we anticipated.
I think it could
dark
be
truth. And I think we're gonna tie it in. I'm really excited to see that, and I'm excited to see Luke and Tiger, put to bed this feud.
Early prediction. This isn't an official for the pick'em. Who wins?
Luke.
Tiger.
I would go Luke. It's not. This isn't official, by the way.
No, put it. He said Tiger.
No, it's not official.
Mark it down.
Why Tiger? I mean, what do you think is going to happen? How do you feel about these next two episodes?
I'm still under the assumption that just because of what I've seen with Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, different studio bridge, different, but I just think Yuga's doing that final duel, and I think to get I don't think it would change, making Tiger better in any case than Luke, or anyone's better than Luke. Luke's best duel in the show by far. But just to see Tiger get her kind of send-off duel. But at the same time, it's probably going to be Luke's win because he can't have Tiger. Because then what would Luke do? Wouldn't beat his bully of a sister. So
Exactly. I think
I'm just going on everyone went the other way. So I was like, When we actually pick, I'll probably pick the right way. But for now.
Pete, how do you feel about this these next two episodes?
Good. I mean, I think episode 88 gives us the best chance to possibly roll into the next Yugioh. Kind of soft, kind of throwing us into it, but then we go right back to wrapping up this actual show in Sevens. But I think I'll factor in as well because it rolls in nice in the story of whatever we find out here, then probably prompts Tiger and Luke to get back together, which then prompts kind of the tension between the two of them of you kind of messed up my best friend, we have some old scores to settle, and then that's, I think, what's going to end up happening. So I wanted some wrap-up to Tiger's character. I wanted a final confrontation between the two because I feel like we've been building since the beginning. He has to beat her.
Yeah.
That has to happen for him to evolve as a character, and I think we're going to get that.
I agree. I have something on screen that I want to show you guys. If you guys don't know, this is from the preview. There it is. That's the character from
I didn't.
That's the character from the Sevens Road book.
Who did?
This line in the preview for episode 88 to me implies that the girl who's been playing Sirocco, Chikako, Umiko, and Ccapacappuuu is going to be appearing.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you guys get from that line? The only other girl who ends in Ko is Sushi Ko.
Yeah, probably.
She's
probably coming back.
Yeah.
It's probably not talking about. I mean, our Sushi Ko already has been around with this last episode.
Yeah, but it's kind of interesting that she's coming up now.
I mean, we kind of that it was one of those kind of very minor but loose kind of ends out there of like she just went off into the sea and we haven't seen her for like 20-something episodes.
Yeah.
So if you want to wrap that up, that'd be good. I mean, that's what Studio Bridge has done. They wrap up pretty much everything.
They don't forget about this stuff. Judge, you were a big fan of Sweets Ccapacappuuu.
I was.
Are you very excited to see these this girl or these girls coming back?
I don't know. I'm in between. I kind of want to see them in a Go Rush. That's I'd like to see them come back and Go Rush.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'm not sure the Ko. I don't know.
You don't think this implies that it's the alien girls? I like how we also call them the alien girls, but like Soraka was the only one that was allegedly from an
everyone
alien.
else was from Earth.
Right.
That's why I'm very like. I don't know. That's why I almost think the books. But I think the book plays a big role.
But who else could this be implying?
No.
Do you think they have something to do with the book?
What about Yuko?
Yuga. It's Yuga.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me at all if whatever role these four alien or the one alien girl has ends up being way bigger than we would have assumed. It also wouldn't surprise me if it's just a comedic character.
Also, that's fair. But
I've never been able to get a read on what that character's purpose is.
And who really is controlling that character? Like, what are they really?
Yeah,
they're for the siblings. They're for Gohai separately.
Yeah.
They're for who?
I think it was one. I think it's one girl. That's been my theory on that.
Yeah,
for a
I'd say
while.
that's pretty given the last time we saw them, probably pretty likely.
Yeah. And we should know that now.
Oh, that would be cool. Good job, Shiose. Maybe it's a different version, like a ghost-like Ko girl. So that also implies that what if this is a fifth version of like this?
Oh, could that be because like the dialogue is like resentment? Like is that what
it's the Japanese use typical of any ghost in Japanese media?
Okay. Well, Shiose, thank you so much for that tidbit there. So this is gonna be like
another persona,
a spooky Ko.
Yeah. Yes, please.
That's.
No.
And like it just has a Shido, like the whole class
she's gonna narrate the book and what they found in the book.
I could see that.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
Yeah, like the spirit of the book. Yeah, I could see that. Yes, could see that. Yep.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Now, will she duel? All of them have duel. There's no time for it.
Nah, there's no time for that.
Imagine if she duels in episode 90.
I'd be pretty annoyed. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
That'd be rough.
What?
Female Aporia.
Holy shit.
They all formed again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be spooky Ko. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens there. But 88 and 89 going to be super interesting. Now that we, of course, know about the summaries, I mean, let's just... If you were writing the end of the show here...
Oh, God.
3 episodes to go. Let's say you have 2 duels. You're the show writer. They say, all right, you're picking the next 2 duels.
Oh, Lord.
One duel is going to be a 2-parter. One's going to be a 1-parter. What 2 duels do you pick to wrap up this show? Or you can only pick... You can pick 1 duel.
I can only pick 1 now?
No. You can pick up to 2.
Make up your mind.
Or 1.
Make it, okay.
If I personally was writing it,
Yeah.
I would have Luke and Yuga do a 2v1 against Gohai Yuga. And I would spend the last episode kind of tying together the rest of the plot. You do like some casual duels in the background, but it's no focus because I don't usually love a duel taking part of a large final episode of a Yugioh show.
Yeah.
I like tying up all our loose ends, and it would be nice. That's how I would write it.
But how do you think they're going to write it?
I think it will be Luke versus Gohai Yuga, and then there will be some form of maybe a half duel between Luke and Yuga.
Okay.
And I think that's how they'll probably end it.
Yeah,
maybe where we don't get a confirmation of who wins.
Okay.
I'd say I think I'm pretty spot on with Pete. I think that's exactly what I would do.
What do you think they're going to do? Because that's what I do too, but what do you think they're going to do?
They're going to give Luke two duels in a row by himself. Again, the second, obviously, Luke versus Tiger, which is what we're getting. Then he's going to get the one against
Gohai
Yuga, and then
He beats Gohai Yuga?
He beats Gohai Yuga, and then we get the ceremonial duel between him and Yuga probably.
And there is that possibility that, like Electra Kevin is saying, that Gohai Yuga cannot duel.
I know.
I just don't want to imagine that because I just wouldn't love that because then there's no final antagonist for the entire show.
Yeah.
We're just, I mean, there's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, we basically, Gohai Yuga wasn't even relevant. Came in, wiped people's memories, and then was non-existent for the entire rest of the show. We'll make up with him and call it a day. Like, that feels very flat.
I don't think they'll do that, but I don't know. What do you think, Dredge?
I think there's a Swirly versus Luke duel.
Really? Yeah. So you think Swirly...
That'd be an interesting kind of final ceremonial duel.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
If Gohai Yuga doesn't duel, but do it with Swirly. Yeah, I could see that.
That's my only other... Because, again, I think everything Nick T and Peter said, I'd go with that. And the only other option, I think, would be something like that. The only other thing. I think that's the way they're going to take it. I'm hoping. I just can't imagine they go another route here. I don't know if you got something up your sleeve you're going to pull out right now and really throw a wrench in our plan, but so I think they're going to do.
Like, what inspires Gohai Yuga to keep going? Like, I mean, he just seems like he's broken. Mm-hmm. Like, he's having severe side effects of whatever the split personality is. So, like, what reinvigorates him to be an antagonist again?
I know.
Because I feel like he's going to get saved in this next episode, right? Because he's falling to Earth. That's pretty, like, prevalent. Like, they need to save him.
Right. Yeah.
And I feel like then at that point, he's going to get saved, but then also still be a dick. You know, like, I don't feel like that's the case. And so that's why I'm not confident like you are of sticking this ending. I'm really not at all. I think it's going to be very kumbaya, you know, like there's not going to be any, it's just going to be flat. Like, there's no build up, there's no nothing. We're just like, yeah, we're all happy. Everybody has their memories back. We all love each other.
Yeah, but that's
the final 15 episodes of the show.
Yeah, I
don't love that.
I don't think they're going to do that. Whether there's a Nanaho or an Otis twist.
Which, I mean, I still think there could be an Otis twist.
I think there could be.
No.
Not Nanaho. No,
like, she'll be in the background with Gohai Yuga. Yeah. But she's not dueling again.
Oh, I think Otis definitely shows up the next couple episodes.
Yeah, I agree.
He's got to show up at least by the end.
Right.
Like, there's no way.
If he doesn't, I'm going to have a big problem with that.
We didn't get his memories back.
Well,
if he lost them.
Yeah, I don't think he ever lost
But, like, let's say he did lose them. But you going to leave him like that?
He's fine.
I think they're going to do a reversal.
What if that's the final episode of the show? What if he really did lose his memories and it ties back and it's Yuga versus Otis to give him his memories back?
First duel, last duel.
Right, you have Luke go against Gohai Yuga or Swirly or whatever that is, and then that's your ceremonial duel. It started and ended with the two of them.
Right? Let's see what you learned.
Could do that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Whether it's revealed or not that he lost it, even if he didn't lose his memories. Still,
I think so.
you've been the exactly what I envisioned you to be.
Yeah.
You know,
because
something
you're
like
And
me.
then the halfway through the duel, they end it. They don't even show you who wins. It's ended halfway through.
I think Luke beats Tiger, and then I think Luke loses to Gohai Yuga. Yuga steps in and finishes off Gohai Yuga.
I think we want to believe that. I just don't think it's going to happen.
I think that's what they're going to do.
I do want to believe it.
You want to believe that.
I think Luke will lose before the show ends.
Wow. How confident are you on that?
You writing that check?
That's a paycheck that
are you pie in the face ready for that? Because I will go 1-on-1 pie in the face for that.
What? That Luke's going to lose?
I think Luke doesn't. He thinks Luke does.
Oh, I'll bet you right now he doesn't lose. I'll bet you right now. I'll bet anything.
He's going to lose.
You want me to bet my house? I'll bet it right now.
I'm not going to take your house.
I'll do pie in the face.
So pie in the face.
If Luke loses, you get to pie me in the face. If Luke doesn't lose, I get to pie you in the face.
All right, Luke's going to lose. Yeah. Okay.
That was
You saw it here. You saw it here.
You saw it here, Jan.
That was a mistake.
No, I'll even let Entame double it up.
Yeah!
That's how confident I am. She doesn't even need to bet
I'll
anything.
triple it up for
I'll
you.
triple it up.
Dylan's looking at like four hands gonna be pieing all of us in the face.
Yeah, I'm genuine.
Mine's going right on top.
I'm making these pies though next time. We're not buying an apple pie and shoving it.
Yeah, that was a terrible idea.
He's gonna lose to Gohai Yuga.
Yeah, that's
or he's gonna lose to Yuga at the end. He is gonna lose before the show ends. I feel pretty good about that.
Wait, can we make a
has
poll?
either way,
Want to do a
if I
poll
get
on that
pied,
one?
I don't care.
Poll chat?
Yeah, he's that on good authority.
That's right. He works for the company.
I feel pretty good that he's gonna lose.
Oh my god!
Before the show.
Now I'm on the. He's got the inside scoop. This is inside trading right now.
No, I don't have any scoops. I just feel pretty good about it. Do you want to bet your house?
Oh yeah.
Hey, this guy's cheating.
This guy's cheating.
I knew it.
What is chat? How does
rigged.
chat feel? Chat's probably saying no way he loses, right?
Some people are saying someone is getting a pie.
Well, that's
finally pie FaceTime. Someone said Dylan is huffing that copium.
No, it's not copium. I've been
A
saying
lot of doubts. I don't know. I think we're kind of.
We have to do a poll to really know.
I don't know.
That's fine. I'm really not too worried about it. I'm really not too worried about it.
I can't wait to pie you in your face. It's gonna be fun.
Just don't do it really hard.
No,
I'm not actually.
He's so nervous.
I feel like he thinks I'm gonna like actually like straight up like slap him with a pie.
First of all,
It's just-
this time, regardless of how it goes, we're gonna prepare a little bit
Yeah.
better.
Oh, yes.
So it doesn't splatter all over the place.
Well, this-
as funny as that was.
Yeah, this time it needs to be not an apple pie.
Yeah, we're gonna maybe get some tarp or something.
Oh, we're definitely gonna
gonna
get tarp.
prepare a little bit.
We're gonna get
better
tarp.
this time.
We need to make sure the computer is covered.
Yeah.
Nah.
Maybe we'll hit it in like this direction. We'll put something back here
Like a
just to like
backsplash.
catch it.
Yeah.
We'll set
I
it
got
up
a lot
better.
of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll set it better.
All right. Well,
Excited to get pie in the face?
I'm excited to pie you in the face.
Ah, really good.
All right, chat.
We need a lot of pies.
Hey, we do this for the entertainment of you guys.
Alexis,
Oh,
thank you
yeah.
for subbing, and the Flail IPS, thank you for the $2 donation. It has been a while. Hey guys, it's been a while, but I have to say it's good to be able to do this again. The episodes so far have been great, especially the Roman one. What decks would you use if you were in Rush Duels? Make up one if you want. Have a good day, everyone. I would use the Yugioh Mad Max deck.
You
I love
love
that
that
deck.
deck.
I love the animals on mopeds.
You
Yeah,
give
it's
me
really
any
cool.
deck?
I'd probably lose Luke's deck. I love dragons.
I really love Roa's deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still love
musician.
Rose deck.
Yeah.
And the Flail IPS, man, it is
The
great to
heavy
see you
metal
again.
demons.
I'm glad you've been enjoying the show. We got 5 episodes left of Sevens, and thank you so much for donating. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you, man.
Oh yeah.
We've got a couple more.
Yeah, we sure
Beautiful.
do. We have $2 from Nick Schoner.
Thank you, Nick.
He said, "Hi Dylan, who has the best fusion in Sevens so far?"
I love Asana's, the one that didn't get used.
Yeah.
If we have to keep it to ones that have been used,
Roman's first one for me.
yeah, Roman's first one was good. I would go, I think Yuo's. The first Yugioh one was
The
great.
first Yuga one's really good.
Although I do
I
love...
love King Cobra Star. That's
Yeah.
a
Cobra Star's
great
fire.
fusion.
Actually, I might give it... It's so generic, but I might give it to Yuga's Seven's Road Witch and Magician fusion.
You know what?
Also
I'll also
very
give a
good, yeah.
shout
That's a
out
beautiful
to
Yuga's second one.
Renosuke. That
Yes.
I
Yeah.
thought that was a really
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
aesthetically pleasing
Yes.
fusion. I
It
really
was.
like that.
I like
It
that
card.
one
was.
a lot.
That's
Yeah.
a good pick. That's an under the radar
I'm
pick.
gonna pick Tiger's fusion
Okay.
when she uses
Yeah.
it against Luke.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
She'll use it.
if she doesn't,
You got egg on your face. You'll have pie on your face 3 weeks later.
Cream.
Stop.
Thank you, Nick Schoner. Appreciate you, Nick.
We have 20 Canadian from Syn Cloud.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
Syn Cloud. Thank you so much.
Windows Live Messenger has been revived. It's
Wow.
awesome. I uploaded a video on how to get it. I'm on there now, but only 5 of my contacts are right online right now.
I'm going to watch that video.
Sin, I'm sorry, I love you, but I can't help thinking like only 5 are online. You only have 6 contacts in general.
there's like 5 people on Windows Live anymore.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what
I-
Syn Cloud's trying to get more people on it.
All right.
I'm going to watch your
I'm gonna
video.
invest
It's
in the
on
stock.
it's on her YouTube channel, I would imagine. I'm going to watch her video of how to do it. I can't believe that's still around.
Yeah.
That's like if someone
That's
told
shocking.
me Yahoo Messenger was still
Yeah.
around.
AIM. We're using AIM.
Or AIM.
Someone brought back MySpace.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd go back
Top
to
8.
I go
That'd
back
be
to
fun.
MySpace.
Top 8, man. You be my top 8P. Don't worry.
Oh, thanks, bro.
That's really nice.
Appreciate that.
Wow.
Nick T be.
I tell you,
I'll
Calibro
take
would not be in
someone
my
now,
top
that's
8. I'll
You
tell
make
you
it.
that.
You make it. Dylan would
He ain't
not.
even close. He wouldn't be in the top 25,
Holy
Calibro.
oh,
What the-
Oh, he better not.
He
Be.
ain't going in there.
My top, I don't know. I don't think I would make a public top 8. It would be very
No,
tough
it would
for
not.
me to
It would
make
not
it.
go well.
He would not go.
It
Dude,
would
what the
go
hell?
very
I like
poorly.
a lot of people,
Sure.
and I don't
Right.
rank my friends. I don't know.
Why not?
Basically,
Oh,
what
we
you're saying
are-
is the 3 of us were not in the top
Oh,
8.
No,
hell
that's
no.
what he
No,
said to
I feel very comfortable saying the 3 of you would definitely be in my top 8.
I'd be like a
100%.
7 or 8 though. I think.
No,
What
no,
would
you'd
you-
be.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
No,
I would.
no.
Calibro.
I don't know if he'd be in my top 8.
Wow.
I'm just being honest.
He'd
Yeah.
probably be a crisp number like 11.
He's a top 50 for me.
I think
50?
I think all 3 of you would be top 5.
Wow.
Wow.
That's, I'm
Yeah.
honored.
I put him in the top 50.
I'm honored.
Top 50. He'd probably realistically be like top. He might be like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I'm moving on.
Yeah, please move on. Thank
We're,
you.
wait, did I? Paste this one twice? I did paste this one twice. Thank God.
Yeah.
Powdered toast, man. A crisp 11.
Crisp 11.
Holy shit.
That's the order. We have $6.66 from that
Man, thank you for the Satan dono. Appreciate it.
What are the chances Otis unmasks himself before finale? Kind of want to make a bet.
Ooh, I
Oh,
like that one.
got another
That's
bet?
a pretty good one.
I would love that.
Well, what's the bet? What are the terms he wants to make?
Someone find him in chat.
What are the terms?
What are your terms?
Because you would feel
Name
like
your terms.
I don't.
that would be crazy. But that's how you lead into Yugioh 8.
And the Otis is the main character in it. Holy shit.
Otis
I've
is
actually
UDS.
come from
Oh my god!
I've come from
I've come from that
Belgears.
dimension, blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
There's a war coming, holy, that would be insane.
Well, the crazy thing is we'd probably only have to wait another week before
No,
Go
but it would
Rush
also be
starts.
crazy because, he did all of this in preparation to
Yeah.
get these people ready for what's to come. That was the whole
Bro,
idea.
that actually gives me a lot of.
That's how I would write it.
Like, I guess I'll stream, but that was. And they remind me so much of.
I'm so excited to see how this is going to end,
Holy
man.
gosh.
bro.
But guys,
Well, we're not done yet.
Oh.
We're not done.
sorry. I thought
You got a couple
I have,
too that
I
came
have
back.
two more on. I think two more on
I think
the
you did
link,
flail.
but I have
Flail.
one more. No, it's another flail.
Oh, another fail.
Electric Kevin with 5 Australian.
Thank you, Kev.
Get hyped for tomorrow's Pokemon episode. We're getting Ash ranked 36 versus one of the Gen 8 rivals, Marnie. I believe she's ranked 29th.
I know Marty,
Oh, yeah,
black hair,
Marty.
right?
He's moving up the list.
He's
I
moving
remember
up
when
the
he
list.
cracked the top 100.
Yeah, and we're like, yeah, Ash,
Yeah.
let's
Now he's
go.
36.
Marty is
She's the dark-haired one.
dark-haired
from,
one, emo,
Pokemon
right?
Sword.
Yeah. I remember her. Yeah, she's
Oh,
cool.
yeah, she seems sick, dude.
Ash will win that. I feel pretty good about saying that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Pokemon in a while. No, I think Ash does lose a decent amount. I think it's pretty fair. I think Ash will win. But man, what I hear about that Pokemon show, it just seems like they're doing like a whole.
They're getting the fans. Yeah.
They're doing it right, man. Yeah. So cool. Thank you, Kevin, for the update. That is hype. I'll probably watch an AMV of that duel. That battle.
Yeah. And then you have 2 links.
Oh.
As it stands right now. Which should be the
Bum,
Flail
bum,
IPS, a
bum.
second one from Flail IPS, and then Yuo's credit card.
Flail IPS, thank you for the $2 donation. For the last part, get creative with if you pick made up one. As well, Dill, I'm with you on the Tiger versus Luke, but I don't think he loses to Yuga. Goha, sorry. Let me see where this poll's at right now. I'm curious.
It's
Oh,
actually
wow.
it's very close.
It's so
it's
close.
very close.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's ending. Hold on, let's say. Wow.
Yeah.
Slight, so it's 30, like 36, 34.
Either way, it's
votes.
going to be fun.
It's going to be very fun. Yeah.
excited.
We might say, Luke might not
I
even
would
do
actually enjoy if he did lose.
Yeah,
Shows
me
a
too.
little
That's kind of what
vulnerability.
I think. I'm winning either way. Either I get what I want, or I get spiked in the face.
It's
Either
like
way.
it's like as good as you may be a duelist, you still can't beat your big sister. It's like she
That
still
would
holds it
be
over you.
insane.
Yeah.
I said
He's not
I,
losing
I
to
want
Tiger.
you to say I said it
No.
first. I said Tiger.
He's
Just say.
not losing to Tiger. No.
That would be ridiculous.
Yuo's credit card. Thank you for the $2 donation.
Great.
Yuo's credit card got unfrozen, so if Luke loses, I will donate $100. You do not have
You don't have to do that.
No, no, no.
Coming into the bed.
That's a Chapel of Flapple.
That's Chapel.
I'm 99% sure, yeah. No, No, you do not have
What
to
a
do that.
great name, by the way.
Chapel of Flapple?
No,
Yuo's
Yuo's
credit
You know,
card. That's hilarious.
Yuo's got tons of
No, he's
Oh,
Oh,
he's
that guy's
super
he's rich.
They went to private.
You do not have to do that.
In a way.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. But guys, this has been our 6th final episode, Romin's Swan Song. It's almost a swan song here for us when it comes to Sevens Up, and the support and appreciation that you guys have shown us throughout this entire podcast has been incredible. We got 5 episodes of this show left. Let's hope they're good ones. Let's enjoy it. Whether they're good or horrible, we will be here to break everything down and discuss every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Dredger, Nick T, and Pete, thank you guys so much. They are all incredible people. They do some of their own stuff. Everything is linked down below. Dredge, we'll start with you. Anything going on with you?
We got streaming coming back in March. I don't have an exact date. I actually may. What's this weekend? Not this weekend. Next weekend I may try to do a practice stream, a short one, couple hours. We'll get back on the Nuzlocke grind, try to get that going. Have people come in there and torture me with Pokemon. I think we have a few deaths in this one. We actually lost a lot. I gotta really double check that, but get back on that. Maybe play some other games. Maybe do some just kind of Q&A stuff. Think about doing that a little bit. If you send your message to my Discord. So we'll think about that. That should be in March. Let's hand it over to Nick T, my music-loving man.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/NickBitesMoms. been doing Monday, Tuesday nights, except for the nights I feel like canceling.
Yeah,
but
life.
But I've given a thought, and I may be starting a Discord soon. So if
Yes.
you can all join, and you can find out when on those nights that I decide to impulsively cancel. Lately, I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff, a lot of music streams where I've been performing for you guys, covers and originals, etc. Doing some retro games. I finally now, just because I was craving it, I'm finally now playing Fire Emblem Secret Stones, and that's been a lot of fun.
How's that?
I did that last night. It was really cool. So that's been fun. I do music stuff as Nameling. I'm recording a full-length album that should be out this summer, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm actually playing my first out-of-state show Friday. Driving 3.5 hours out to PA, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be festive. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You'll do good.
Wait, you're not coming Friday again? You ditching us?
Yeah. I've had this plan for
I'm,
years.
I'm actually. This is 2 Fridays in a row.
2 Fridays in a row.
You're next Friday though.
Yeah, I'm in for next Friday.
It's what happens
And-
when people.
When you become famous?
That's what happens.
I'm
I'm
famous,
famous
man.
now.
It's just
Yeah. Probably lose money on it, but that's fine. That's not the point.
Having fun.
And then finally, I had mentioned it maybe at the end of last year. Mom Fight has been in the talks of coming back. It's slowly happening again, but this Friday, live at Howell Elks Lodge. It's a live EP recorded straight from the soundboard of a show from 2018. We're putting it out as like a little EP, and you'll be able to stream it everywhere on Friday. You can pre-order it now on Bandcamp, bandcamp.com/momfightnj. Art done by yours truly as well. So
nice.
you can go check that out if you're into heavy music and live audio.
Yeah, YouTube. I have a channel over there called Clueless Gamers. Do some TV show reactions, movie reviews, trailer reactions, NFL podcasts, all that lovely jazz. Videos dropping there. This week, kind of normal. I know things have been kind of hit or miss there, but I've just been busy, so as usual. So those will come out. We recorded last night, Brian and I, my co-host on the NFL podcast First and 10 last night. So that should drop tomorrow to wrap up our season 2 of that podcast. That's pretty exciting. Got to get back to some reactions, including Hawkeye. So if you're looking forward to that, stay tuned. And for all updates on my life or anything else, follow me on Twitter at PeteCarroll21.
Pete, Nick T. Dredge, thank you boys so much. Would not be the same without you. Ccapacappuu's stuff is down there as well if you want to follow him. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out. This has been another episode of Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Up, episode 87, Romin's Swan Song. The Roman Empire ends on a very high note and will live on forever. Hopefully the new bar set for Yu-Gi-Oh! Girl Leads. Thank you all so much for your incredible support, and I hope you have an amazing day. Good night, guys.
See you guys.